Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the How Do I Get Better in Chess chess channel. And for the first time in our history, for the first time in our tournament, we are going to stream in English the first Ukrainian Online Chess Cup final. And here I'm Vitalii HRYSHKO, FIDE Master, and I'm joined by Anastasia Khatnyuk and FIDE Master Vladislav Sidorica. How are you guys?
Hello, everyone.
Hi Vitalii, hi chat.
Okay,
Everything is fine. Let's see some incredible chess level around here.
yeah, and for sure it will be incredible because our participants are fighting for a lot. Let's take a small look at the prize fund, which is really huge. As for an online tournament in Ukraine, we are playing for $400 approximately. Conversion rates may vary, but this match is gonna be really important because not only it's the final, but the first place will get $100 and the second place will get only 50. As for other prizes, they are also extraordinary. $35 for the third place, 24 for the fourth place, the semifinalists, but also money prices, cash prices for everyone who qualified in the final stage, and $60 in qualification stage. So a lot of prizes, and those guys are for sure gonna be fighting for them. So let's say hello for our players as well. Literally like hello. We prepared some interesting facts about them that I'm gonna show you just in a while. Gotta change it first. Let's meet Maksym Goroshkov. So, do you guys have numbers? Can you see them? I send them into the Telegram chat we have. Maksym Goroshkov.
Oh.
Okay, so we will literally say hello. It's like an acronym. We are gonna look at the highest ever and the OTB Blitz. HELLO, hello. So Maksym has some beautiful numbers, especially his 29-24 bullet leaches rating is quite astounding. What do you think, guys? Can his bullet rating be translated into an advantage in bullet?
Yeah, I think it can definitely make a difference. Billet contains in there is 8 Blitz games in our tournament, despite the Blitz games, and it really takes a huge part of our competition. So it can definitely make a difference. You can win all the Blitz games and like take 2 Blitz victories for just winning the match. And it is really fun to play good billet chess.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. By the way, you mentioned the matches format. Anastasia, do you remember the match format? What time control are we going to play? And how
Yeah, we
many
do
games?
have 3 parts. So the first part is 5+1, the second one is 3+1, and the third one is bullet. So I think Maxim has really great lichess bullet rating, and it will help him to win, or at least try to win, the bullet part.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. By the way, Maxim is from Chornomorsk, Ukraine, which is in the south of Ukraine, in the Odessa region. Maybe you know the city. Chornomorsk is a suburb city, quite a quaint port city, which I like very much. I have been there multiple times for different tournaments. And a fun fact about him, he has never had a chess coach besides his parents and besides his sister. So, quite an interesting talent, I'd say. It's quite complicated to play such good chess without being coached by a strong player. So now let's look at Spartak Vysochin, our rating favorite in uh, if we take into account the OTB rating. What do you think about him, guys? Why is he so strong?
Well, Spartak Vysochin had a classical rating mark as 2599, which is pretty high rating. Like only 0.5% of whole players over the world can reach that rating. A really strong classical chess player. I played him multiple times in Blitz, in Rapid, in classical tournaments. A really tough guy to play against, and he's like he represents a pure class here in this competition. So a really strong player who knows how to play perfect chess, and I hope he can make us happy with his great chess games again.
A hope for sure as well. And he has some immense experience. I mean, really, he's one of the giants, as you said, in pure class of the tournament. He played actually in 12 round robins Ukrainian finals, which like include all of the best Ukrainian players, and he actually has a positive score in them, which is quite insane. I don't know if any other player has that achievement.
Yeah, quite incredible. Yeah.
So I guess they're gonna start like in a couple of minutes. Let's just look briefly at the way how they actually got to the final. Let's just load the challenge site. 1 second. I got to set everything up. Game. Okay. Here we go. You can actually now see our competition's bracket. We started in the 1/8 in the round 1, and Spartak in his wait. It's written in Cyrillic. I'm sorry, I forgot it. Spartak beat a very strong bullet player as well, Mikhailo Plucha, who actually has 3,000 religious rating. So maybe it can mitigate a little bit Maksym's advantage in bullet. Then he beat Viktor Sklarov, international master from Ukraine and a fellow streamer. So he's streaming too, by the way, but it's in Ukrainian, so it may be kind of complicated. And then into his final match in the semifinals, he beat Vladislav Limer, a strong national master and candidate FIDE Master, also from Odessa, the same city near which Maksym Goroshkov lived. And do you have the Maksym Goroshkov's bracket under your eyes?
Yeah.
Yep.
So whom did he beat?
He beat with an overall score 10-6 Yevgeny Sharapov, a strong Ukrainian Grandmaster, who I guess was participating in some round robin Ukrainian chess championships too. His opponent was also really tough player in classical chess. Who did he beat? Then Maksym beat Roman Perich from Kiev. Also Ukrainian talented guy from Kiev. He's I guess just 19 years old, and Roman has already rating mark of 2400 in classical chess, so he's a strong guy also. And in semifinals, Maksym Goroshkov beat really strong Blitz player Andriy Klemchuk, who was in Blitz ranking by rating the favorite of our tournament. By rating, he was I guess 2470.
Yeah, that's
Blitz
it.
rating, like FIDE, and he beat him 10-6. So we see three results as 10-6 for Maksym, Can he do it fourth time in a row?
Okay,
Here's
let's
the
see.
question.
I wrote our anti-cheating officer, the chief arbiter of the tournament, international master FIDE arbiter Dmitro Semerov, that we can start. So he's going to give the players the signal to play. The game might start every minute now. And here we have the challenge. And Spartak Vysochin is with white here, and he plays e4. That's kind of what we waited for.
Yeah, let's see which move with which move does Maksym respond. Oh, e5. We see some classical e4, e4, e5 schemas. And
Yeah, and
by the way, what do you think about our building games? How which score will the Blitz games end? Vitalii, Anastasia, how do you think? What are your predictions on Blitz format on these 4 games, which start from now?
I think Spartak is gonna win the Blades part because he has more experience and probably it will help him. But I'm not sure because Maksym is also quite strong. But I think Maksym is gonna win the bullet part.
okay, I don't want to make predictions because every time I make them, I'm mistaken. And honestly, it's not the best thing to be mistaken. So I will just enjoy the games, comment a little bit for you, and we'll see.
Yeah, okay, let's just enjoy the quality of game. We see some European lines. Oh, no, it is threat move bishop b5.
Okay,
My bad.
it's strange Spanish without a tempo, so I don't really like it for white. I think
My bad.
black just equalized, and that's probably it.
Yeah, some knight d2 lines. Yeah, I was gonna say like the idea of this was to play c3 d4 at some point, because you often play like knight c3 to get your knight through e2 to g3 and then to f5, but the knight is on d2 and the castle was already making, so there was no spare square of 1 for the knight, and now Spartak played rook e1, knight f1. This like too many tempos to get the knight where he used to be.
Yeah. What do you think the guys watch is white gonna do afterwards? Like besides knight g3, which is the common idea. How is white going to continue in order to win this game?
Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt you. Isn't there a blunder, 95?
Oh my god! But actually, does it work? No, there are no 95, 95. Then
95 bishop, 95, 95, 95, knight d3, yeah?
something
Yeah, it
like
should
that.
like.
Some these ideas. But white can get some positional advantage due to pawn trade. So the pawns e4 or e5 and d3, they trade, and white will get some more advantage in space. Yeah, I think it's quite preferable for white here.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
Spartak will think about it, and I think he will take on e5. 100%. No,
No, he
didn't.
went knight f5. Yeah, probably he didn't like something there.
Yeah, okay.
But
Still
Okay.
knight
fine.
f5 also a good move, so.
Hello, Maxim's in chat. There are two currently active chatters, and both of them are called Maxim. It might be a sign that Maksym Goroshkov is gonna win the match, but we'll see. Not sure. I'm not that superstitious. And Maxim already has for the first prediction that Spartak is gonna win knight 5, 9.5, 6.5. Do you guys agree?
I don't know, because I think the score will be more equal, and I'm not sure that Spartak is gonna win. So
Well, my opinion is like it depends on first blitz games. If Maksym can equalize them or get some advantage here, it can be very unpredictable. You know, Maksym can beat Spartak like with the same score. Oh, knight g5 maybe here.
yeah,
G5, knight f7.
Can't you
I
just
don't
like,
know.
yeah, okay.
Uh,
Knight
Well,
d8.
I was gonna say like oh, knight d8 there is queen f3 and then take on f7. White has extra pawn. I was gonna say it's hard for me as a router for Maksym have some predictions about how Spartak wins this. So I will just hope Maksym equalizes the blitz part, but as in this position stands, Maksym cannot manage so, at least in first game.
As it stands, yes, I fully agree. But there's actually one factor that we really don't have even a right to forget. There's time. And even though I think that Spartak is actually experienced enough in order to win this game, even though he's low on time, Maksym may use his 2 minutes advantage in order to try and create some practical problems. What do you think, guys?
yeah, he can try because there is still some chances to make a draw, but I think Spartak and he won't have a lot of problems there. So
Well, it depends on which material is in the board. Like as about this, even the minute and 17 seconds on the clock, you can easily win this. I mean, against the 2300 rated player, I guess.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Maybe
reconnect
not.
briefly.
Maybe I'm too optimistic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. Do you guys hear me? Do you see me?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Fine. Okay, we are back on stream, guys. And here it's Maksym who is thinking now. Why? What is he calculating?
maybe
Oh,
he's thinking about before or something like that.
I think he wants to find some defense again against the Queen h5, Queen e8, Queen f7 plan. It is really complicated here on the king side for black due to weak white squares, and you know, he wants to create some counterplay without the immediate loss, without the immediate effect. There was bishop f7, bishop g6 maneuver. It was quite strong for white. And let's see what Maksym prepared for us in this position. He definitely wants to create some counterplay.
He tries, let's say.
Yeah.
Queen
I don't-
f7. Oh,
Yeah, like activity is the most important thing in chess, guys. Even if you have a lot of material and you're like a rook up, if you're gonna get mated, it doesn't matter at all. And here it's not that the black is a pawn down. That's what happened? Why did he go into the sand game?
Mhm.
I don't know. I thought he will play some queen b7 stuff, but some drawish chances are now really high for black. You just don't need to hang some bishop c6 ideas. Yeah, so you have to play h6. But there are some problems still. Bishop f8, I guess. Or bishop e8, sorry, and queen f8.
Hmm?
So now I think even with you know, there is like opposite squares bishops and people often say that it's just a draw. It's really complicated in these positions when the king is so weak.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I fully agree. I think that.
Position
Sorry. Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
will.
say it's fine.
That's what I was going to say, that Maksym is gonna get mated, and the first game goes for Spartak Vysochin. Congrats to him. Let's
So
change the
second
score.
game, yeah, already started. So
Okay, what do we see? We see an exchanged variation of French defense. Some c4 lines, which honestly I do prefer too. Even in classical games, they are a little bit sketchy for black in these positions. So you have an isolated pawn, but there is a really interesting ideas. There are really interesting ideas for white. You can create some threats, and there is like a famous trap. If like in this position bishop g4 is gonna be played, then h3, bishop h5, g4, bishop g6, knight e5, but now knight e5 cannot be played as knight there is in c6. But Maksym still goes for it, so he demonstrates huge understanding of typical ideas in common positions. It can't be bad. Hello, Maksym. There are 3 Maksyms in our chat, and one Maksym is playing. It is hilarious, I should say.
yeah.
Yeah, fully agree with you. By the way, it might seem strange for Maksym to castle short when there are like bishop from d6 looking at white's position, and there are pawns on h3 and g4 which weaken the king. But it's maybe not such a bad idea, because as such, not only the bishop on g6 is kind of useless for now, also white is gonna be able just to maybe push their pawns a little bit on the queen side, or like play bishop d3 and activate their pieces.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem here. But yeah, I think white has a bit better position, so.
Okay, we got a chess guy. Not sure who it is, but he writes that the French exchange is boring, in my opinion. Essentially a draw offer. I might agree with you, but the way it's played now, I think it isn't. First of all, there is no symmetrical structure. White has an isolated pawn, so black might attack it, and also white showed some kingside activity, which you don't really do if you offer draw, usually.
Yeah, I also agree with you. So mostly it's boring, but it's not in that type of position.
Oh, by the way, cannot we take like knight b5 and bishop b5? There was knight d4 tactics. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna agree with Vitalii and Anastasia, because the way how this is played, white can cause some problems for black's position. So there is two bishops advantage for white. The pawn structure is not the type of symmetrical French, and it can be really unpredictable in blitz. In classical, you can just defend against your weak marks, but here in blitz you can lose some time, and it can be crucial.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Maxime writes that the French defense is the best opening. And actually, it's quite trendy at the moment because of Richard Rapport being the second of Dinh Lijen, the Chinese world champion. And so Rapport kind of imposes his openings on Dinh. and as such didn't plays it. And if the world champion plays an opening, everyone plays it. So the French is now largely the third most played opening on the top level after the E5 and the Sicilian. And yeah, maybe learn the French, you'll need it in the future.
Yeah, maybe it is like new meta in chess. Who knows?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see, guys.
Yeah, but how it stands for now, I don't like White's position anymore. There are really weak black squares on White's king side and center positions. Bishop can go like through e5 to d4. Knight can be really greatly placed on d5, and there is no counterplay for White as for now. I don't like White's position anymore.
Yeah, me too. And there is no black bishop, white black bishop, so there's gonna be some problems. Yeah, and queen on e5 is also strong, but I think maybe knight on e5 would be a bit better. Sure.
Might agree with you, might disagree. I think that the most important thing is to calculate everything, and here it's quite impossible in blitz. I think that my prediction, that the mate is gonna be hand at some point in this position. Like White was just blunder mate at some point.
Yeah, I should agree with you. In blitz and bullet, it often depends on how badly do you threat with something, because when you threat with some idea, oh, by the way, there is a pawn up for Maksym. When you do some threat, you make your opponent to lose some time, and in blitz, it can be really crucial, and in bullet too. The way knight d4, I don't like the way it's played for the last move, because the knight is deadly pinned here in center.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening now. Maksym's position was bad already because his knight was essentially useless. I didn't see how to activate it, so he tried doing it, but I think that by doing it, he's actually getting his position a lot worse because the knight is pinned and there is no answer to that. Maybe like he'll try to play king h1 or something like that, but Vysochin will regain his pawn, and I think he's better.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And pawn on e4 will fall, so
yeah, queen e4 is a deadly threat here, and White cannot defend in any ways.
Okay.
I think yeah, the game is headed by direction of Spartak Vysochin, and there is not much you can do here.
Yeah, he regains the pawn. There's Maksym Yevdokimov. I guess he's just writing in order to confuse the English speakers, so that we can understand his messages, but they don't. I'm translating. Guys, what's your predict who will win? Guys and girls, I think black has winning position for strategy. Here I agree with you. And guys and girls, ignore my messages at the chat. I am will going to cry. Please don't cry. We love you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
We read everything eventually. We just have an interesting game going on, so we can't really interrupt ourselves.
Oh, by the way, there was some trade on d4, and as positional point of view, I don't really like this trade. There was some technical problems for black because of d6, d7, knight c6 was coming, but now this position is fair draw, I guess, because now white goes rook a4 or rook d6 and trade the pawns.
Yeah, it's drawish, so
yeah, there was there were some practical chances for Spartak. There were really good chances for him to win this game, but he failed to convert them at some point.
Yeah, the most interesting that Black declined draw, so
Black wants to win because it's a Grandmaster. But actually, I think
yeah,
it won't happen. Even though he tries to activate like his king, he won't be able to do it. The pawn on g5 will just fall if he does it. So the draw is gonna be offered sometime afterwards, I guess. By the way, guys, just please monitor if our game is going onto Lichess TV because we have a lot of players watching, 100. So please send the streams, the links to the streams in the chat.
Yeah, and
We-
hello
We are
to
losing people.
new viewers.
1 second. Got to find the
Yeah.
link.
Maybe, you know, it was some sort of tactic for Grandmaster, like uh, to get your opponent like out of his mind for playing some drawish positions like that. Means like you were gonna d takes c5 knight d7. Some interesting
It's
variations.
the Gots variation. Maksym Goroshkov played against Arsen Gots from Chortkiv in Chortkiv against a local player. First Rozryad, it's like I guess
First
1700,
grade.
1700, I guess. I don't like translating this term. It's a Ukrainian term. So actually, yeah, a weaker local player played this against Maksym, and Maksym actually found the idea interesting. So now he plays that all the time in Title Tuesday and other online tournaments. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
yeah, the idea is quite interesting. Just the Black Bishop is developing a bit faster than usual, so yeah, Black wants to get some compensation for the pawn, but still, is it worth it, really?
I guess it's a really good opening choice for Maksym, as he need to score his points. He's already losing, and he should take a risk at some point. So the opening choice, I like his opening choice, by the way. And if he doesn't, you know, get tilted at some point, doesn't get a lot of losses with black pieces, he will have good particular chances to win this match.
Yeah, I agree with
G3.
you fully.
By the
By the way,
way, yeah, I couldn't see one.
I sent the link to the Lichess chat. Hope I won't get banned for that, and hope guys will come and girls. Okay, and here, okay, Maksym regained the pawn, but I think if you play a gambit, your idea is not to regain the pawn. Your idea is to just get out of activity. And regaining the pawn wasn't a way to play this position, I think. And now Vysochin is just gonna stomp on Maksym, I guess.
Yeah, and the activity which white pieces now have, like some ideas of rook b1, knight b5, maybe knight c4 ideas, not in this particular position, as there is like queen b4, queen c3 threats, some check moves. But there are some problems black will be facing here. Rook b1, queen a2, maybe some f4 move. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, it looks nice. And if bishop doesn't take on d4, knight b5 is possible. So
Yep.
Oh, he just castles.
A very like calm decision from Vysochin. He knows that he's gonna take the pawn on b6. And if he won't, the queen might actually get blocked on the a2 square. So he isn't in a hurry. He just will take it later. Okay. A true grandmaster.
Oh,
yeah,
long
Oh,
castles.
Long castle.
It's really risky now because of rook a1, queen b2, and knight 2 to b3, I guess, or some like this scenarios where black queen will be trapped and a7 pawn is really weak, and the whole black king's position is really weak. I don't like this choice for Maksym.
Me neither. It looks kind of strange. You can just like take on e5 probably and just then take on a7. I don't see why it would be wrong. Like c5 has to be calculated, but it looks great for white actually.
Yeah, true. Black is gonna have some problems, and long castle is a bit strange for me. I think short castle was more peaceful.
Yeah, I agree. Maksym Goroshkov is known to be a very emotional player actually. I have seen quite a lot of reactions. We are all people, let's be honest. Not only chess players, but people. I have seen quite a lot of emotional reactions of him after the games. Do you think that he's tilted, Vladislav Anastasia?
Totally not tilted. Totally no. He's maybe he just calculated all this thing and he preferred this position to play a bit more than some position with little position advantage for white, as like Vysochin style positions, which Vysochin can easily convert into a win, as we saw in game one. And maybe it's just a tactic to uh, get his opponent strong Grandmaster to calculate and then win on time, maybe.
Knight e5, rook d4, and if you take on d4, there's queen d4, and it's a double attack on the king on g1 and the knight on e5. But is there an intermediate move somewhere, maybe?
Yeah, probably like knight f5, rook d4, maybe knight d3 somewhere.
FC34 wrote b5. Yeah, it was an interesting idea, like play knight b5 with the idea that you can take because white will just play knight d6. But black wouldn't have had to take on b5, so I think it was alright. However, here I think after knight d3, it's even better for white, so white's gonna win in a style fashion.
Yeah, white should win here because the position of the king is quite weak and the material advantage is here.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the king position is irrelevant here, but the material advantage is pretty classy here for Grandmaster, and I think he will win here pretty easily. But there are some technical issues, maybe if the knights will be traded, if Spartak cannot find some piece activity, maybe the a6 pawn will be like, the resource which is gonna head Maksym into a victory in this game, but who knows. b5, not b5, there was queen c4, I guess, at this position you was mentioning, Vitalii.
Okay, yeah.
It was previously, but
Yeah.
now we have this position, so let's talk about this one.
This one, I don't think there's actually a lot of things to talk about. The only problem that white may have in winning this is if they exchange a couple of rooks. All of a sudden, white won't be able to simultaneously push their pawns on the king side and at the same time to defend from the queen side invasion. So I think that Vysochin is just gonna play very carefully, very slowly, and eventually he'll just play h4, h5, and win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, f5. F5, there is a knight c5, so there is kind of good place for a knight. This position is a little bit sketchy. You have some counterplay for black. You can place your king to c6, knight to c5, pawn on a4, and maybe there will be like rook e8, rook a8 resource. So Spartak does a clever thing. He you see he exchanged his material advantage, he converted it into positional advantage, and now I think this rook endgame is maybe not totally lost, but with a huge practical chances for white, because you just like have an extra pawn on the king side, and it's gonna be really crucial. Maybe 5 and 6 was just winning here, who knows. Now there is king e7, I mean.
Maybe he didn't want to, I don't know, some pawn to play for black. I'm not sure how, but yeah, he just made everything safe. So
I mean, the rook e2 was a crucial mistake for white, I guess, because you lose a very huge tempo here. You had to play f5 first, and if rook goes somewhere like to d1, you can just play e6, and the pawn is too far away. You cannot catch it up with the king. And now the rook activity, as Anastasia mentioned, is crucial here. Maksym has now huge drawing chances because the white pawns in center and king side are weak, and there are some problems, technical issues.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully it's not the stream that has technical issues. But I think still, Vysochin's technique is a little bit too sloppy, especially for a grandmaster. Like, safety is important, guys, not only in chess but in real life too. But maybe you don't want to play that safely. Okay, you will never lose the game, but drawing chances were actually too high, I guess. Shouldn't have sacrificed this exchange, and the score is 2-1.
Well, I mean, in this particular position where he sacrificed his exchange, he could do it later and win a tempo. Maybe it was crucial too. But he did it this way, and I still like it. I think the mistake was made afterwards, and it made a difference with the results. And this game was headed to the drawn direction.
yeah, probably. But rook e2 wasn't a good move, so yeah.
We see some b3 lines, so Maksym plays some energetical chess. You know, he tries to win the game in different openings. At least he tries to make things for his opponent a bit harder. You know, maybe he's just like watching up for his opponent, what he's gonna do after b3, what he's gonna do after a4. By the way, this is the clear type of position where, oh, by the way, bishop b5 maybe, and after some c6, rook e1, king d7, and the king is, he has no castles. Yeah, he plays this.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, there is this type of positions are the positions where black get crucial positional advantage, because now black trade dark squared bishops, and they're basically having extra pawn on the queen side and center, and it can make a difference in hands of Spartak. But you know, Maksym is making some problems for his opponent. He's not making it easy for black. At least no castle, you know. Maybe then he prepares some before b5 and the king is weakened. Who knows?
Yeah, he has some chances because of the king in the center. Yeah, but we will see.
But guys, I don't really see how white can use the fact that the king is in the center. Like maybe queen b2 is now threatening. It's a very good move, I guess, to play queen c1. But still, there is not a lot of pieces ready to go into the action. The knight is cut by black pawns on c6 and d5. The bishop is cut by the black pawn on g6. So, what does white even do in order to attack?
By the way, I should disagree with you because queen c1 is not only queen b2 threat. Oh, by the way, queen b2, maybe
Yeah.
there is like queen d8 should be played. Ah, knight h5. Yeah. So I was gonna say queen c5, queen c1. There was also an idea to play b4, and you cannot take on b4 due to rook b1, and the b7 pawn is hanging, and the crucial part is the king is in the center, not at like g8 or somewhere, and black's position would have fall apart.
Yeah, but if black will play like rook d8 and king c8, king b8, it will be like safe. It's only 3 moves here. But still, here before can be a threat. So maybe
Still some
firstly
problems.
queen c7 or just to take it away.
I mean, there are still some problems, even if you get your king like to somewhere around c8. There is b4 and then b5, and you should look afterwards. So
Yeah, true, but I think it will be a bit safer than on d7. So
still unclear.
yeah, either before knight d3 and queen h8, something like that.
Okay. There's FC34 writing that we can maybe play queen d8 and queen f6. Yeah, nice idea. If you get animated, exchange the queens. It's like the most fundamental Western exchanges you'll ever get in your life. So might have been a good idea, but the way Vysochin plays it doesn't look very bad either. Like just knight g7 maybe, and we're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now there is before b5 ideas. So Maksym doesn't want to trade pieces, and it's a good example of how to make your attack really strong. You just don't have to trade all the pieces. You have to trade the pieces which like interrupts you from making this attack. Yeah. So in this position, I mean, in the position like 4 moves before, the bishop on d3 was hanging. There were some trades like knight d3, queen takes h8, rook takes h8, ba5, knight d1. You don't want to make these all trades. And now, after knight trade, I prefer black's position, I guess, because the positional advantage is really great there, and you have to play really. Uh, you have to find really energetical moves here for white, and in blitz, it's not gonna always be happening.
Yeah, true. I like the pawn structure for black because there is no squares for white's bishop.
Queen
Yeah.
g4 check. Yeah, as was mentioned in chat, queen d8 and then queen f6. It is a really good way to deal with an opponent's queen, which was interrupting black with some threats. Now maybe king to c7. I guess then we head towards some rook move. I guess rook a to e8 or rook a to d8 if you attack the d5 pawn. And white should play something like before. So there is gonna be a game here, a game which will be played for a long, long time. Okay, 8.
So black king is a bit safer now, but still. But I don't know how white can try to make some problems for black here. Like queen c5 is gonna always be made bad by queen b8. Yeah.
Yeah, so as the knight were traded, there is no good way to exploit your opponent's weaknesses, and it can make really crucial exchange of the game, the turnaround of the game. I mean, now maybe even takes, only one takes, and 96 is good. And when we do some like blockade via dark squares, Maksym is writing in chat like, sorry guys, he needs to go shopping. I hope you buy something healthy, some healthy food. By the way, guys, Vitaly, Anastasia, which food do you prefer? By the way,
I'm trying to
What?
eat healthy because yeah, it's just a need. So
Just meat? Well, okay,
Mm.
let's make some different question. Vitaly, Anastasia, what is like your favorite meal?
Meal, happy meal.
Happy meal.
No, maybe not, because every meal is miserable while Russia still exists. But like, if we're talking just about food, I like sushi very, very much.
mm,
Oh,
yeah, I also like them, but here in the Netherlands there are no good sushi cafes or restaurants. So yeah, um, I just cook myself. So because there are no tasty foods comparing to Ukraine. So
Okay, okay. By the way, you cook for yourself, and here Goroshko Maksym is cooking. His position seemed like very, very disappointing a couple of moves ago, and he finds a really. Oh, sorry. Spartak Vysochin is cooking because he found a really interesting resource, Rookie 2, and now he isn't that. Ah, okay, he just bonded the rook. Okay, he didn't see it. Happens. You see, guys, if there's beginners here, like just it's okay to blunder. Even grandmasters do it, especially strong grandmasters like Spartak. And now Queen A5 just wins the game on the spot. Okay, he doesn't do it. Whatever.
second time, yeah.
yeah, well, you know, there was some counterplay due to the bishop on a6 will fall, and there are some strong pawns on d5 and c5. You can create some counterplay. And the way Maksym converted his advantage, I really like it because he didn't give his opponent even a chance here to, like, create some counterplay and maybe flag him or also create just some problems on the king side. He traded bishop for the knight. He engaged the 8th rank, and the score is even.
Chess fan MWP, FIDE Master Andrei Punin says, "Let me speak from my heart," which is a great reference. I guess he's complimenting your English, Vladislav.
Yeah, but I don't used to speak English very often because I live in Ukraine, and I don't really speak English much. But
Yeah.
I will try. Hello to Chess Fan MVP, and I'm really happy to see him today.
Okay, so actually there was supposed to be a small break between all of the time controls, but there isn't. So okay, let's just enjoy the game while it's being played. It's kind of a paired defense, as you call it in Ukraine, pirta ufimtseva. But it's essentially the idea is the same. Um, it doesn't matter how you call it. Just uh, play the move g6. Don't occupy the center, and then when the time comes, strike it on the spot.
And the time control is now shorter, so it's only 3+1.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it's a little bit an advantage for Maksym because the control is shorter. He's, as I think, much more stronger player in shorter formats, and there is knight d5. I mean, You can still go queen d8 if you want. Oh no, you cannot, because knight f6, you should take with the bishop, because queen takes f6, bishop g5, and you instantly lose your queen. And we see a queen trade. It can be crucial here, because the amount of pieces are left, and there are some weaknesses in h6, d6. I mean, white has like better mobility of pieces here. Maybe some knight c1, knight d3 to attack e5 pawn, maybe to engage the c5 square. It's sketchy now. Oh,
Yeah.
and we see this idea. Okay, maybe there is a headphone or a microphone somewhere, and Spartak is just listening to our stream. I hope not, but it's really funny.
Yeah,
When
it's kind of funny because he kind of can't do it. We have our robust anti-cheating procedures, not as robust as Andrei Punin's are, but still, we have our participants have to play with 2 cameras and the screen sharing, and we have a FIDE arbiter as well as an international master, Semenov Dmitro Georgievich, helping us out in monitoring them. So I think he can't watch the stream at the same time, so we can be safe.
Yeah, so we initiate the procedure,
Yes, procedure. And yeah, the fun fact is actually there are a couple of players whose accuracy got lower. Okay, he changes. An interesting bait to repeat moves, but he won't do it.
Yeah, so now white has some bishop. But I think like there is no quite benefit from, not a huge benefit from it, because knights can also be replaced on d4 or f4. So
Can we see the position with the bishop's advantage for white? White really have not to trade the rooks, because rooks and bishops are really strong pieces together. And knight e6, the idea of this move was to trade one of the bishops with bishop g5 move. Now rook d1, so I think the game is headed towards the draw. There is no particular chances for Maksym to win the game, and maybe some practical chances for Spartak. Maybe you should just play like bishop f7 and b5 then. Maybe this is strong enough.
Okay, we have Andrei Punin sharing some work details. They are largely confidential, so the only thing he wrote is that today was a hard day. He wrote up 3 title cheaters for closure. It's actually great news that we are fighting against cheating. And I think it's in link with yesterday's title Tuesdays, I guess. I don't play it anymore, especially because of cheaters. So great job, Andrei.
Yeah, what can we say? The work which anti-cheating specialists do, it's a really complicated one and really underrated one. And it's a good thing the world is in safety hands. The chess world is in safety hands. G4,
Yeah.
and there is no way to break through for
Yes.
white.
It might be a blunder. There's bishop d8 and bishop takes b6, which might end the game. So the only move is bishop b8, but now the bishop is tied to the b8 square. Can we exploit it?
f4.
Like
You have to push f4. I forgot
Yeah.
about this maneuver. By the way, yeah, clever idea by Vitalii. But there is f4 still, e takes f4. Oh, I see the breakthrough, I guess. Yeah, you play e4. Oh no, I think the king should be like on e2 or on d3, so it shouldn't be check, e takes f4. Now it should be a draw. Before, there was like, if the king was on e2, after e takes f4, there was bishop g5, and after king g6, g takes f4.
Oh.
Maybe something this idea. Still, I cannot see the way to break through e5. King g6 is really important
I
here.
think that the idea is playing bishop e7 and bishop d6 in order to make the black
Oh,
pieces.
by the way,
Well,
Zugzwang, no? Oh no, there was no e5, f5, so no Zugzwang.
why no
Yeah.
f5?
Because I thought it takes f5 and g3, no?
Yeah, maybe, but we'll go back with the bishop, and now both plays are on seconds, so we still have to draw it, even though it's drawn.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's clear draw. Just bishop c7 and king g6, king f7.
Wait,
It was a bit worrying for...
some tricks. No, why did?
Yeah, he's just trying to check, like, if Maksym is gonna make a mistake and.
I think he wants to play bishop g3. Okay, he doesn't want to do anything now. FC 34, right? In the title Tuesday is probably like 10% cheaters, but it's bad. But it could have been worse. Yeah, I think that even in our tournament, even though the prices are much lower than title Tuesday, they are still good for Ukraine. So I think there might have been some cheaters in here also, and it's frightening. I don't think we can organize an online tournament ever again without fearing of cheaters.
Yeah, there's so many cheaters nowadays, and that's so bad. I don't know why people is cheating. Like, I don't know. It's so.
Yeah.
I feel kind of guilty inside. It's like it's so strange for me. Yeah.
I feel like you wanted to say something, Vladislav.
I was just memorizing about some famous Anish Giri game, which he was playing with black pieces, and there was some d takes c5 idea, and queen a5 c3, queen takes c5, bishop a3, and there was an attack on e7. But it was not this case because the pawn on e7 is defended by knight c6. That was some different idea in, different move order, but still we have a pretty good position for white. Double bishop advantage and breakthrough in center with c4, so it's good for the bishop pair. Maybe then take with the bishop and go like queen f3.
Yeah,
okay. So it's like double negative. Alireza Abbasov. Okay, great reference by chess fan MWP, Andrei Punin. It's like very interesting because usually I teach my kids that double pawns are bad, they can be weak. But here it might actually be good because like we can put our knight on e4. It's gonna be much stronger there in comparison if the pawn would have been at g6 because now it would have been protected. And blacks can start developing some chances and some activity. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The double pawns here are quite good, and the structure for black is totally fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and was what is much more important after some 94 bishop trade, there will be really, really some ideas with knight c3 and c3 square is really weakened. I just want to say that it's really weak.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a question in the chat. Vitaly, what level of English do you have? Great commentator skill. As a chess player, my English level is E4, E5. But yeah, actually might be close, like to like C1 or C2, I don't know. And thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much. Okay. Meanwhile, black's pawns may actually become weak now if it goes to E4. Yeah, gotta see what happens next.
F5 and maybe some king F1, king E2. I don't know. I don't think the bishop for knight trade was really important in this particular position. F4. Oh, I see. Maybe he wanted to play some G4, G5 and create a passer on the king's side. But still, I don't get it.
Okay. Yeah, interesting idea. I don't really see why he'd do this. Maybe G4 was better. And now black's pieces, like black's knight is less active, but it's gonna get developed soon. But black king is much more active than the white one. I don't see why white would be still better.
Ooh.
Ah, now
If
they
I'm
can. Well,
hanging a pawn.
is it just a blunder? Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
pure
true.
blunder.
that's kind
You
of the
could have
beauty.
played.
Sorry. Uh, that's kind
Yeah,
of
sorry.
the beauty of commenting blitz. You can say the thing that makes perfect sense, and then the move afterwards it doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, true. So I'm not sure what Spartak is gonna do here. So that was fun.
Pawn is falling, and the knight will escape quite easily. So
Yeah.
there is c5 square for knight. If there was some king d7, king c8, king b7 ideas. And here, I guess the best idea for Maksym was not to trade, because you wanna activate your king g3, king h4, king g5, even maybe, because your knight is really active on a6, and you wanna create as many problems as you want on different sides of the sides on of the chessboard. So
Mhm.
you create a passer on the queen
I,
side.
we
Like
might have
you,
just missed an interesting idea, like uh, knight a5. The only idea to defend it was a4 to take on b5, but then knight b3, a takes b, f4, e takes f4, knight d4, and we win back the pawn on b5. Might have been drawish, but here I think white has to just like win easily.
I guess there was b6 idea, and after e takes, f takes c3, there is b7, and b pawn is queening. And if you play some sort of king c6, it takes f4, king takes a6. Oh, b6, sorry. The black king is too far away. But it was a really good particular chance, good practical chance, and now.
Yeah, now just white has 2 pawns. That's yeah.
Yeah, okay, and
Course.
common idea here that the knight from b7 can stop the a6 pawn. Great game by Maksym, and now he leads in the match. Who would have thought? Let's go.
Yeah, I thought Maksym will get some of his chances in bullet. Maybe it was some tilt for Spartak for not getting an advantage in 5+1 format, as he was leading until the fourth game, which he lost in a very tactical way, while he was clearly winning by positional advantage.
Yeah, maybe he was just disappointed. But still. he has a lot of games to win the score again. So yeah.
C5, some interesting ideas. I guess bishop c5 here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Is it just like a blunder? I think so. I don't see any ideas for black here to
No,
rebound.
no, you should calculate something. Bishop g4, bishop d6, bishop f3. You should calculate something. I don't like this for white. I think bishop g4 is a must make move here. Otherwise, you are without a pawn, and the positional advantage is really great for white. You can even take the second pawn on d6. So bishop
Maybe after
g4.
bishop g4, queen f2 is possible, or queen e3, and then I'll just take on d6.
Okay.
Queen f2.
I've noticed there is a lot of cheating in youth tournaments, primarily, especially chessmates. Anastasia, did you cheat against someone or on someone?
Chessmates. I mean, like, I don't know. I haven't seen lots of cheating really, especially here in the Netherlands. So,
Yeah, but nowadays it's kind of easily to it's kind of more easy than usual to justify why you lost. You just say you lost against cheaters, and that's how you lost 80 rating points.
yeah.
Even when you play some much more low-rated opponent, you can easily say like he was cheating, he played a perfect game, and you just cannot accept this, and that's bad for for chess humanity. Someone can play a really great game and he gets accused of cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, let's return to game, I guess. Queen f2, what to do?
Yeah. I got the
Yeah,
solution against cheaters, like just lock them in a white room and make them play and train chess. You give them all the resources you have. You just log them and you don't set them free until they show the results they have shown with the computer. We might actually train a whole generation of very, very strong players like that.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but I think unfortunately we can't do it by law. So
Yeah. Well, okay. If you wish so. Just I think that you can, but just don't tell anyone. Okay, I don't know what Maksym is gonna do. Just like bishop f8, a very beautiful move to exchange the black squared bishops in order to. Okay, he doesn't play it. It's a pity.
I don't know even what Spartak was thinking about through like a minute or something like this. What about e5 now? Isn't queen e5 just a crucial mistake? There was e5 move and the knight on f6 is a dead piece.
maybe after e5 it was possible to play bishop h6 and then before there. Because now after a3 there is no that possibility. So
Yeah, so the rook went to d8 and protected the important d7 square. I think as it was played, Maksym has good, practical chances. But as it stands, knight f6, I think wins on the spot because you have to trade your dark squared bishop. It's really bad. Even now, knight f6 is really good because of some tactics involving back rank checkmate. I think it was really important. And now Maksym gained some counterplay. He can take even on d6 with the e rook. I guess the bishop pair will be quite strong. And, the game which should have be ended is now it has to be won again.
Yeah, I fully agree with you, but still, tactically, I think it's winning like all the day. You just have to be precise, pay attention to the small tactics, and eventually you'll find one. It's like with love. If you look for it, you'll find it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, like here, for example. Great prediction from FIDE Master Vitalii HRYSHKO. Sorry, I have to be maybe more self-aware. Okay.
Queen e5? Isn't it just blunder by
Hello,
Spartak?
darkness, my old friend. F6 has to be played now, I guess. I don't see any other resources, but still, it's very, very sad for him.
C3. He wants to take on g6. He lost his rook.
Okay. It might have been better not to blunder, especially comparing to the other option, which is blundering, which is sad.
And the queen trade also comes in play, and we have Maksym Goroshkov leading by 2 points in the blitz format. Who could have guessed this will be happening?
Not me, because I didn't guess.
That's a clever response, you know.
Yeah, you haven't risked, so. But yeah, Maksym, he's playing goods when there is no time left. So yeah, I think in bullets it will be really interesting to watch their games.
Yeah, you know, there is famous like rhyme in Russian, like Ukrainian, like if you don't score a goal, then your opponent will score you. And that was what was happening in the previous game. Spartak had like I guess 2 or 3 winning chances. The first was like in the opening, bishop f8 was a really good positional move, and then just d5 simple tactic. He didn't score a goal, he didn't win his position, which was pretty easily winnable, and his opponent didn't leave him a chance.
It's a very well-known theoretical line, by the way. I think that queen d7 is the other possibility. Instead of bishop f4, you just sacrifice a pawn. No one cares about the b pawn, because then you play like castles, rook fb8, and you win back the b2 pawn. And here I don't like... Actually, I don't like both players' position, but I think I dislike more... Not even sure. Hard to play. Hard to play.
Yeah, I also don't like that type of position, but still, it's not really bad. So.
What positions do you prefer, though?
I prefer more open position. I really like different types of position in Sicilian. Like, there are lots of play there, lots of interesting ideas. So.
Yes, so Anastasia, you like spicy positions, and Vlad, what positions do you like?
Well, as you mentioned, Vitaly, in some previous streams, I'm really honored by that. You said I'm a really good positional style player, so I really love to play some also maybe Sicilian, maybe French, maybe Scandinavian positions, but you know, in which there is like pawn structure where white have 3 pawns on the queen side, 3 pawns on the king side, and I, as black, have 4 pawns on king side and 2 pawns on the queen side. So like the queen side attack, like attack of pawn disadvantage, and so on. So such ideas, you know, to create some weaknesses and to play as slowly as we can, but to make our opponent feel uncomfortable, you know, not just winning on the spot with some tactics. You can win a game pretty quick, pretty fast, but you can lose it pretty fast too. But if you wanna be a grandmaster as Spartak, as a really strong grandmaster, you have to be good at all types of the positions, I guess. Or then you won't be a really good player.
Yeah, sure. If you want to play good, you should play everything good. But I know there's some types of position that I really hate to play, and it's really hard for me to play some of them. So
Yeah, okay. Let's just close by a beautiful statement that also touches a little bit the question in the chat. If you need to be Grandmaster, you have to know how to play all types of positions because depending on the opening, depending on everything, you can have different styles of position. So, answering the question by Galemon, Long Balloon or E-Giant, why not both?
yeah.
By the way, wasn't the pawn on f7 just hanging? Few moves earlier, or there was some bishop c2 ideas?
It's so strange to observe when three Ukrainians comment in English by Yaroslav Petrinsky. But actually, there is already like 2 streams in Ukrainian, one by the legend Viktor Sklarov and uh, the other one, official one, by also legends, young legends, Vadim Petrovsky and Valentin Prokofiev. So we decided to like show Ukrainian players and Ukrainian chess to other countries, especially English-speaking ones. It's one of the most spoken languages worldwide. Why not? Let's try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bishop b3, maybe some really good endgame position for white. They have a really strong pawn on d4, which is also protected. I think, by the way, the practical chances are here on white's side because, you know, they have like more pawns, which
Blunder. There was, I think that f4 was really strong on king f1 because then on e4 you would have played f3. Okay, whatever. Maybe not that strong.
But yeah, it still was interesting for yeah.
Yeah, because there is like a really strong pawn chain with the 3 white pawns in the center, and you should break it like to get the white pawns weaker. And it was really great. G4, maybe some ideas of rook b1, rook h1 to take h2 pawn and play g3. Maybe some pin as the king would be on e2. But now the position gets sketchy. I mean, there is some e4, then rook b7, then maybe king goes somewhere, maybe h pawns distract the king, and I think it's just winning for white here.
Yeah, the
By the way,
question was.
hello to our new viewers, hello to Yaroslav, hello to Gail Moon.
Yeah, hello to. Okay, so one of our goals is kind of not to only stream chess. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been doing it in English. If we wanted only to stream chess, we would have done it in Ukrainian. But also to show Ukrainian culture to others. So I want to introduce you to one new Ukrainian word, which is uchylant. It means someone who evades military draft. So I can't play in Ukrainian championship because if I go to Ukraine, I won't be able to come back to France where I live now and where I study. So might as well call me an uchylant.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
game ended in a draw, and I think Maksym was just winning. He could have played d5 on move 46 in the previous game, and he would have gained a crucial extra tempo. But you saw what it was. The game ended in a draw, but as we spoke earlier, the good practical chances were on white's side, and the score is still +2 for Maksym.
Okay,
He is winning.
that's actually great, I guess, for him because we thought that if Spartak fails to produce a huge advantage from the blitz portion, like if Spartak won't be +1 or +2, Maksym might take his chances in the bullet section. And so now even if Spartak, it's the same position by the way, kinda, but with the knight on f6. And now if
Yeah.
even if
Sorry.
Spartak wins the 2 games, the score is gonna be 5-5, and I think that Maksym will easily win the bullet part. But let's see.
Yeah, I agree with you. Maksym has more chances in the bullet part, but still. Mm.
We see h6. By the way, you know, it's like uncommon decision in this type of positions just to close the king side, and it is the side of board you have to attack for white. There is like some knight d7, bishop a2 then ideas, and I think black has, you know, in blitz and bullet chess, white just have much more uncomfortable position to play due to the time pressure. So each move you make, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna lose your time just, and it can make a difference. But here, e4, e5, a good maneuver by Spartak. Basically, he's just having a free bishop now, because
Yeah.
the bishop on h8 is just closed.
Okay, so we have some questions in the chat. While Blood was yapping, Maxim gave the rook. Oh, yeah, it happened. Sad stuff for him. And also the question: who do you think the best Ukrainian player is? Because the guy thinks FC34 that it's Vasily Ivanchuk. Actually, I agree with you. Vasily is quite strong. But what do you think, guys?
Yeah, he's strong, but maybe now he's not that strong as he was some years ago, but still he has good performance now. I don't know. Also, Korobov, he's a strong player. Yeah, Samonenkov, he plays quite well. Also, yeah.
Young Blood, yeah. I think that it's the the top 3 in Blitz rating at some point. No, just kidding. No, not him.
Well,
Now I think that
well,
Kovalenko is quite strong, and now he's actually serving in the Ukrainian military. So I think that when he, I hope, successfully finishes his military service, he'll be able to play, and he will cross the 2700 barrier.
yeah, as you have mentioned, Vasily Ivanchuk is the true legend of this game. Igor Samonenkov, talented player for Ukraine. I think he's for now he's like a talent, a star. Oh, by the way, Queen f5, Queen f4 blunder, because you gave up your whole pawn chain, and you can't even now play Queen c2 due to Rook a1. I thought there is like c4, Queen c4, and some really dangerous attack. So I wanted to say Igor Samonenkov, yeah, young lad, but he's kind of far away for me, like for being like top 1 Ukrainian player for now. He was, by the way, Ukrainian champion among men.
Rook a3, rook c3 is a fine idea. I'm sorry. I like rook a3, rook c3. Something
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
Yeah, really good stuff, but there should be found like King C1 stuff and so on. So
Yeah.
unclear. You know, Igor Samonenkov, as I think he's 14 now, yeah? He
I think
won
he's older.
Ukrainian 15 maybe. So he won Ukrainian chess championship among men in rapid 3 years ago exactly. And as for like 12-year-old young blood, it was really impressive. And by the way, he beat me in the final game, so it was double disappointed for me. As if I won, I would have been second or third. I don't remember. I would have been tied for the one of the first places. I wanted to say, you know. Alexander Bortnik is really strong in Blitz and Bullet. I think everyone knows him due to his chess.com streams. And also Evgeny Stembulak, who is, I guess, from Chernomorsk too, as Maksym Goroshkov. He is a really strong player. I think he's living in United States, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't play anymore, so not sure. Yeah, D3
Uh,
gives up maybe.
I
And
haven't seen him playing for like 1 year, I guess.
okay, Maxim won one more game. Very convincing match by him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
He made it.
Bortnik,
Yes.
it's actually quite fun. Does your school where you work, is it called Bortnik Brothers Chess School? Vlad?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at chat and I didn't hear you. Can you repeat, please?
Isn't the chess club where you work called Bortnik Brothers Chess Club?
Well, it used to call like that, but nowadays it is Mykolaiv Chess Academy. It's no longer Bortnik Brothers Chess Academy, but still it is where it all started, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's answer some questions in the chat.
Okay.
Do you guys organize such tournaments often? We plan to organize one more. We have already organized one. It's just the first organized by this organizing committee, let's say. But we're ambitious. We're gonna continue, and even if you, I guess you're not from Ukraine actually, we are gonna maybe make even a bigger tournament with even more prizes, and you will be eligible to play as well. If you like Ukrainian culture and if you like us, why not?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to organize kind of international tournaments. So
Like
everyone
chessmates.
can join.
Yeah, it would be free to play also. So even if you are from like almost every country and you just wanna play chess, there is like an event for you, and we are very honored to have you as on the stream as in our tournament in future. You know.
Oh, we have our tournament sponsor and tournament director Katerina in the chat saying that okay, let's make this evening more interesting, guys. For example, some payment for the most funny comment. Okay, I fully agree with you. Great idea. I don't know how much, but guys, write funny comments. Just please don't insult any players. Don't insult us, please. Okay, we're
Yeah.
chess players. Yeah, we are very very sensible. Okay, and also there was one more contender. Maksym actually misspelled his name, Mikhail Zhukovsky, but he's very promising. We'll see where he actually has. Okay.
Yeah, Mikhailo, or as you have spelled, it don't really important. By the way, he's a really strong chess player. He scored 7.5 out of 11 in yesterday's title Tuesday on chess.com. So we can seriously say he's really strong. Even despite the fact he lost one of the games to some opponent who is VWFM. He is really strong. Okay, let's continue. to the game?
200 euros for the most funny comment. No, a little bit less, like 100 times less, maybe. But please avoid mentioning 200 euros, or else you'll have to go to the police station. It's just forbidden in Ukraine, if you guys don't know. The forbidden number.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it continues. I think that it's just some very positional maneuvering stuff, and kind of the only idea that white can lose is if black traps the bishop on c7, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen. So
Oh, there's not gonna be such things. I think, by the way, white offered the draw and black declined. I 100% sure this is because of the score we have on our score sheet. The Spartak is losing, and he is really very ambitious player. As I know him by results and by his game style. He wants to play for a win, and doesn't matter which position it is. So he will try to. By the way, bishop g7, I don't like this. Bishop d6 maybe here, and some sort of bishop c5, king b4, etc. I think Maksym is clearly winning here. What do you think, guys? Bishop d6, bishop c5.
Tricky endgame, interesting position. There
Bishop
is
b6.
we have to consider one important concept here if black takes, which is called mind squares. In some positions, like black will have if black takes on e5. Oh my god, there is an air attack alert in Ukraine. No, maybe it's not that. But
I don't know what's that, really.
okay, he didn't take on e5, so all of my explanations I prepared are a little bit useless. Let's continue looking at the game. Draw? Okay,
Yeah,
draw.
sorry.
Oh, threefold repetition. But still, there was some practical chances for white after the bishop b6, bishop c5 maneuver. Okay, let's be it. Maksym has 3-game advantage here, and it can be easily converted in the bullet section here. We can now.
They are not making a pause. Actually, it's a great news. We're gonna continue. It's nuclear bomb
Okay,
time.
they
Oh, no
just-
pause. I think it's not good for Spartak.
Yes.
You know, he yeah, maybe part of he's tilted, part of he wants to get to the right of Maksym, and it's not good to play like in your opponent's right. Knight h5. Now h6 is a threat. Pawn f4 will be falling soon. And then pawn on e5 will be falling soon. And I don't like Spartak's position anymore.
Yeah, I don't like the move bishop c4. Why? Like,
It was just a blunder. What can I say? Maybe it was a bit better to play g3, but there is still h6, g5, and black reclaimed the pawn on e5. But you know, there was there would have been no extra pawn for black at least, and here black just have 2 extra pawns.
Maksym Yevdokimov, we started ignoring you again because your writing system is very funny. But yeah, thank you for your comments. That was Kira that came to the homes of commentator. Anastasia, are you scared?
me? I know I'm not.
What rating in bullets do players have? Maksym is 29, 24 in bullet, and Spartak is 27.55. But we are not on Delicious TV because on Delicious TV there's a game of another Ukrainian player, Mikhailo Podolsky. So we can't look at our games. It's very sad. Whatever. Let's just accept life as it is.
Now it's clearly winning for black, and Maksym continues to win all his games, and Grandmaster struggles. What can I say?
Yeah, maybe it was better for him to take a small break because
Really, because now he is just on tilt.
he
Yes.
just blunders.
The impulsive decisions, they can be really okay in d2, hanging on e5, but still winning for white or for black. Sorry. The impulsive decisions, they oftenly get punished.
Yeah,
No.
mostly.
By the way, how to win this? Maksym is throwing this game. It's now a draw, I guess. Because now if the king goes to b5, there is bishop b6 after king goes to f2. Ah, he moved his bishop, so it was a zugzwang. My
Yeah,
bad.
okay. One another win for Maksym, and we just want to remind our first-time viewers, and also maybe some returning viewers who forgot that we are playing the maximum of 18 games. As such, when one player crosses the 9.5 point line, he wins the whole match. And now Maksym might only win like 2 games and lose how much? 5, and he'll still win. Very, very complicated situation for the Grandmaster, yeah.
Just some jokes in the chat. Yeah, it really doesn't look good for the Grandmaster. I share your opinion. It
Yeah,
is,
he's probably just disappointed after the last loss. Yeah, he just blunders.
now I will count for how much. For the past 10 games, Grandmaster haven't won any game. It is a bit disappointing, like for the chess level, as he used to be favorite. He's a Grandmaster in every format.
Yeah. As Hans Niemann famously said on Levitov chess stream, he is a Grandmaster and the other one is a boy. But here the boy might actually beat the Grandmaster. Okay,
Yeah,
Vlad, how are you today, Vlad? Question in the chat.
How am I? A bit sleepy. I was sleeping like for a whole day, and Grandmaster hang a piece also. Was sleeping for the whole day. I was working a bit too much for the past 3 weeks, and now it was just as a relief. Maybe I should take even some more rest. I don't know. By the way,
Some
but
tactics
sleeping the
going
whole day
here.
is nice.
What the hell happened?
well, Maksym is converting in the way he prefers, knight f6, and the game is over. And we have maybe the match point of this game.
Yeah, the
maybe,
match point possibly.
Because we play till some player hits 9.5 points, because there is like 18 game format. And knight a7, bishop e7, no?
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
actually, it might be the last game, so I'll just remind you. We tried not to be so invasive with it, but there is a small QR code at the left of the screen. It's a link to my PayPal account, and also there are some banking coordinates in the description. There's my email, or if you have some further information, you might just ask me. You can choose whether the funds will go to the prize pool, so the winner will get 75% and the loser will get 25%, or it will go to us commentators, which worked so hard commenting these games, having a good fun, and having a good time. We'll be very, very thankful, and we'll read your messages.
Yeah, don't forget to press like button and to press subscribe, so you will see more translations and more tournaments. So
Yeah, great. Oh, Vlad, where do
Yeah.
you work except cheating? Cheating. Interesting. Teaching chess. Sorry.
I'm not cheating, Vitaly. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
I'm waiting for your you know uh, uh, how to say it. Um, okay, never mind. Where do I work except teaching? I'm teaching chess at Mykolaiv Chess Academy. I don't work anywhere besides this. Uh, Maybe in some parallel universe I could go working somewhere. I thought about this, but this is what just I like. You should do in life. Life there is too short. Yeah, you should do the things you like the most. Yeah. So if you like teaching chess, you go and teach people chess. Yeah. If you wanna like go playing round robin tournaments, then you go play round robin tournaments. If you wanna like quit in round robin tournaments, you quit them. Okay. There was some more questions like what you should smoke hookah to feel better. As we are on stream, we do not.
We don't
Uh,
accept it.
yeah, we don't really.
We do not
Yeah.
condone such activities. You should
Yeah,
get an
kind of.
official account. You look very good. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I thought about it, but for my Ukrainian channel, Lichess wouldn't have been the main source of viewers, so didn't think to put the streamer badge, even though I can, I'm a FIDE Master. But yeah, might do it as well. Are you here from the Lichess TV, Gaelma? Yeah, okay, sorry. Uh, Maxim won the match, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the tournament is officially over. I don't know if we're gonna see Maxim here in this chat because he might first do an interview in Ukrainian, but we'll see. Maybe he'll come here.
Yeah,
Ah,
let's wait. Maybe he comes here. Maybe we should discuss about the tournament because the tournament is basically over. It was the last match of our tournament, the grand final, and I am happy it all ended like in really friendly atmosphere. Now on, I think there was. Maybe not no one, but only few scandals or something like this, or you know, there was not so much bad words to talk about with this tournament, and I hope this tournament will be like a regular part of our. It will be regular, you know.
Yeah, it will be nice if there will be more tournaments like that so everyone can play and have fun. So this tournament went really good. So yeah, Maxim won it. It's a really good result for him. So
yeah, fully agree with you. By the way, Gaelmon. Okay, it's funny. I thought we would get the same comments, but about Anastasia. But now I know that Gaemon is maybe Daniel. Daniel, if that's you, say hi. I don't see who it might be else. Okay,
Uh,
there's a question in the
if
chat.
it's Daniel, then I'm gonna be really sorry for my bad English. You know, uh, I'm not used to speak English, as I said earlier, because I speak English, you know, 1 or 2 times a week, I guess, or not week, a month, I guess.
but you have normal English, no worries about that. Just practice.
So there is a question from FC34. Can you make money coaching in Ukraine? In my country, teaching chess pays very little and it's difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult in some cases to be teaching chess. But if you just like it and enjoy the process, then what should interrupt you from doing this? You just do things you like. I get in Ukraine like $10 per class, which is really okay for FIDE Master in Ukraine. Maybe you can get more, but it's still okay, I guess. In Ukrainian markets, it's like fine. Maybe in some countries like United States, it's really really cheap. I don't know.
I mean, just get students from all over the world. Like in France, they do the same thing. They don't teach French students because they can pay less, even though much more than in Ukraine. They take students from Luxembourg, Norway, United States online, and from Swiss, maybe offline. Why not? If it's on the border, and they take a lot of cash in.
Yeah, comparing to the Netherlands, I think the payment is a bit higher here, but everything is more expensive here. So if you compare the normal life in Ukraine and normal life in the Netherlands, I think it will be the same. But yeah, in money, it's a bit higher. So
Yeah, okay. And for a while, we are now awaiting Maksym Goroshkov, our winner, who will join us after his interview on our Ukrainian channel. By the way, chess pays zero, as famous to say the one influencer. It doesn't pay really much, so if you could help us, please, just $1 is enough even. Just donate us. We have a PayPal account. Either scan the QR code, which you can see on the screen, or go to the description. Oh, Galeman wanna see a match between me and Vlad? Can we play a game on stream while we're waiting for the players?
Well, I'm down to play if our viewer wants to, and if it's good with you, as we are waiting for Maxim.
yeah,
Okay.
It's
why not?
totally fine.
This will be
Vl Vl
fun.
Vladimir is yeah is speaking about some ancient symbols. Please avoid, because even though it's true, now it's associated with bad things, really really bad things. So please avoid it. And while do you want to say a match, guys? We can do it if you want. I'm gonna start a poll. By the way, the previous polls results are kind of wrong. 58% of people thought that Spartak would win. It didn't happen, unfortunately, for him. But
Yeah.
But still, it's just a guess. So, if you play like 100 of these matches, like among Maksym Goroshkov and Spartak, maybe it could have gone differently in different day, in
okay,
different situation.
we got
Who knows?
we get 7 votes for yes, so we're gonna play a match. What time control do you wanna play? You're in Mykolaiv, so I think I have better internet. Like 3+1 maybe.
I literally don't care. You can challenge me which one you want.
I
I
think 3+1 is better than 3+0 because yeah, it's more fair.
Yeah, so we will be playing and Anastasia will be commentating, so that's cool.
I have a very bad rating in Blitz, so I send you a friendly
What
game.
about mine? What about mine rating? It's too bad too. And I was playing in this tournament too, and as you have mentioned already, it was the rating it doesn't really demonstrate how strong player is.
How do I
So
Okay, I'm gonna just erase players' names so that you can see that it's we who are playing. I'm gonna play aggressive openings. Bad openings also, but who cares? I have never played Benoni in my life. Except for this variation.
I know some ideas of this variation, but
Okay, play like this.
I have never played this in my whole chess career, I guess. So it's gonna be tough too. I've seen some games of this, though it's not so...
It's very tactical usually, yeah.
It's unclear for both sides, because there are some interesting ideas, yeah.
Interesting, yes. Actually, I play a lot of openings just for fun, because why not? And as such, I'm very bad at openings, because I have never learned one opening well. And I don't know even basic ideas here, I guess. Like, push b5, that's all.
It's okay, you know, a little bit. Maybe it will help.
This is theory, I guess. Not sure though.
Yeah, maybe some sort of theory.
Interesting position. Knight a3 is theory, if I'm not mistaken, instead of knight takes e5.
Yeah, I was just gonna play. I was just gonna play the way I'm comfortable with, you know.
The way that you would if we die tonight. Yeah, I'm in danger. Call an ambulance, call an ambulance.
But not for me.
Why play good openings when you can play bad openings and still manage to win? Yeah, basically that's what I'm doing here. But it's not a bad opening. It's a very aggressive opening for Blitz, knowing that Vlad is a positional player who likes to take time. That's why I played it. It's not some kind of disrespect. I respect Vlad. Or else.
Oh.
I mean, I have played d4, c4. I'm playing this for like maybe third or fourth time in my whole chess career. I don't normally play like this in this type of matches, and like in friendly matches. It's a good idea to play whatever you want just for practice, you know, to see how you feel in these positions, how you feel in that positions. It's really fine to do this.
I feel uncomfortable in this one. Very uncomfortable.
Maksym is asking if he should already join us.
We'll say him that. We'll say him. I'm retired. I'm done. We'll say him that he got to wait a bit. Cool.
Okay.
We'll finish this game. It will likely be it.
Yeah.
There are no bad openings, only bad players. Also, beavers. I forgot the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so last chance of supporting. What have I done? What have I done? Okay.
Oh, why?
Yeah, accept the group. Yeah, I agree.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Vitalii? You should have played Bishop f8.
I might have some positional compensation, which can be useful in time trouble. Not so sure though where it leads us.
Nah, I think I won't be falling into time trouble.
Kid exists, as an average chess player would say, where? Oh, it was bad. Let's not make laugh of poor children. They don't deserve to be associated with this terrible opening. Okay, might as well give up, but I won't. Never give up, never what?
Yeah, you should never give up. Maybe your opponent's internet just drops, and as he lives in Ukraine, who knows?
Yeah, for sure, but still,
Okay,
my position isn't that bad, I guess. I still
okay,
got
let's
some.
do this. I
Yeah,
like this.
you like this? Mm.
Yeah.
I get it a lot. Not the only one. Sorry to break it to you. By the way, playing on like to distract your opponents is a very decent strategy. Also, I mean, an undecent one, but a working one. Just let's play safe and square.
Okay, I wasn't following the game. Really.
Yeah, you
What's
are following
what's-
our great conversation. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a very great conversation. Yeah, the best conversation in the world. I
Really
got this
great.
question before. What
Mhm.
question?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm distracted. I can take. Sad. Okay, let's do one more. Up.
Nice.
Ah, I wanted to play bishop c4, but I missed the square. Okay,
Yeah.
good game.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
time trouble made the difference this time, you know. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's send the link to
Let's
our
wait for Maksym.
fellow player Maksym Goroshkov, the winner of the Ukrainian Chess Cup, first edition.
Yeah.
I hope not the last, because we're
I hope
gonna extend the tradition.
extend the
We
tradition,
will.
start the procedure, and so on and so on. As Slavoj Žižek would say. Oh, yeah. I'm done.
Okay, let's answer some questions before the Maksym joined. What do you guys consider bad manners in chess game? Well, first of all, when your opponent just doesn't shake your hand, it's the first and first but not the least chess manner. Also, maybe like
Hello, Maksym Goroshkov, our
Hello,
winner.
hello, hello. Here's our winner.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. I'm gonna just rearrange everything quite rapidly. It might be challenging. Okay, Skype. Let's just yeah, full screen Skype, whatever. We live only one life. Let us spend it on full screen Skype.
So, Maxim, how do you feel about winning?
I hope you won't feel cringe from my English, because it's not my native language, of course. I feel very good after this match, so I used all my chances in this match, and
Yeah, so what were your feelings after you tied the score for the first time when the score sheet was 2-2 after the first 4 Blitz games? Because in our commentating studio, we thought after the 5+1 format, it was really complicated for you to make things better.
I thought I really lucky after 2-2 in 5+1. I think I should in the beginning of the second game. I think it would be very bad for me. I think it will be 2-0 and little bit tilt. And if I thought if I don't lose the match 9.5, 2.5, it will be good for me.
Okay, so you just you just let it go and let it ride, and it made good things for you. Okay, how was your expectations about the bullet games? So, were you fully confident about yourself and fully confident in your power when the score was like 6.5, 3.5? Were you like 100% sure you're gonna win the match, or some technical issues were there? How are you feeling?
After yesterday's stream, game for third place between Vladislav Limar and Andrei Klimchuk, I'm not sure that I will have easy win in bullet, because everyone said Vladislav will win in bullet easily, but it's not true. So I'm not sure I might win in bullet.
So bullet is a roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, it's true. That's fair. Okay, I have no spare questions here for you. I want to just congratulate you with this incredible result. Really good play, and it's not the first time you're demonstrating a deep understanding of the chess game and pure class. Congratulations, and let the other commentators ask you some questions.
Yeah, in which parts did you feel more confidence? Like, were you expecting to win in the bullet parts, or I don't know, or make a draw in blades or something like that? You know.
Yes, I had tried make a draw in blitz. I changed everyone, all pieces, and off a draw. Sometimes, I think 3 times I off a draw in the end game, but he always declined it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we were remembering in our commentating studio the end game with the same colored bishop where you were playing white. It was the last game of 3+1, and we noticed a really good idea for you to transfer the bishop to the c5 square and then put the king before, king b5. Maybe it was a bit sketchy for like bishop takes c5 and like king f6, king e6, and some counterplay, and you didn't fall for that. And that can be true because
I didn't think about it. So my
there was square time pressure also, and maybe you just wanted to keep the score sheet as it was. Yeah.
Make a draw and wait it for a bullet.
Yeah, great tactic, and it worked eventually. By the way, why did you switch opponents? You started playing some Pirches instead of Philidors. Why?
Because I understood that he prepared for me. He know in my gambit in Philidor that knight d4 is the best move. So I understood I can play it even more. I prepared for him only one variation for today. I prepared Spanish, and after a6 he played bishop c6 all times. But after bishop a4 I was a little confusing. Bishop a4, knight f6, and he prepared by my game with Klimchuk in semifinals. So I understood he really good prepared and started to change openings for it.
Yeah, a nice tactic, and it worked once again. When did you understand that you are probably going to win the match?
After first game in bullet.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you was already confident after the blades part. Because yeah, in bullet he was just crashing him and that's it.
Did the fact that your opponent is a Grandmaster kinda put pressure on you a little bit? Or you knew it, so...
Yes, I was pretty sure that in Blitz, I think he played better in all games, but on tactics he sometimes missed and helped me to win today. Only due to tactics I won today. In mind game, I think I lost fully lost in understanding position. So really difficult in 5+1.
Okay. I don't have any questions anymore. If you guys don't have them either, we maybe will just end the stream and go celebrate the end of the tournament. Which
Yeah,
woohoo.
me too. Congratulations again. So you did
Thank you.
really good job. So congrats.
And maybe I'll put maybe I'll create this small stream eventually with the closing ceremony, but we'll see. I think it's not necessary. We'll
Yeah.
publish the results in Telegram channel. I'll maybe do some recaps on my channel, and that's it.
And I hope our next tournament will be more international. So maybe we invite some good players from Europe or maybe other countries.
Yeah, it will be nice to invite people from different countries.
Maybe make an international cup, not Ukrainian. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's our plan, but we can't.
That's what we spoke about earlier. Inviting some strong players from different countries. It's what we are hoping for. Maybe some strong European or maybe Asian or even Indonesian international masters will join.
Yeah. Okay. Eventually, he didn't join. We didn't let him, and afterwards his account was blocked. But let's not speak about sad things. Let's speak about the the happier things. Maksym has won the tournament. Are you going to celebrate?
Thank you to everyone and see you soon.
Congratulations. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
congrats.